Welcome everybody, this is Hint You YouTube channel and it's Penny Profit here talking. Today we're going to analyze ARK Invest's latest videos of the series In the Know with Cathie Wood. Cathie goes back in time to the end of 2016, early 2017. Quantitative easing was on its way out and the Fed was going to start raising the interest rates. The market was very nervous. Trump won the election and the odds of a cyclical burst increased because of his promise to cut taxes, and that is exactly what happened. In the beginning, the equity market was very nervous around the idea that interest rates would be going up. When Trump was elected, value stock took off just like they're getting off now, responding to this idea that economy is developing ahead of steam, so the value stocks have taken off. If you look at the year to date, energy stocks are up 27%, financial stocks 11%, while tech stock only 1%, and health stocks are actually down. So basically, traditional value stocks are having a nice run. So right now, we are in 2016-like scenario where value stocks are up and growth strategy stocks are down. Take ARK ETF as a perfect example of this. Cathie thinks this is great because the bull market is broadening out to other sectors, and this can only be a good thing for disruptive innovation stock investors. What would be negative instead? It would be a negative thing if the bull market continues to narrow and all the innovation strategy worked, because that is what happened with the dot-com tech bubble in 2000. And we all know how bad the consequences have been. Cathie actually likes the fear that ARK is experiencing and that there is a reality check in terms of the speculative moves that are taking place within the innovation space. What happened post Q4 2016 after the market had broadened out? Well, 2017 was a fantastic year for the equity market in general with cyclical value and growth, and she believes that we are now moving towards a similar scenario. Now let's find out what Cathie said on Janet Yellen about Bitcoin being speculative, not sustainable, not environment friendly, and heavily used for illicit activities. With a lot of respect, Cathie says that Janet Yellen doesn't understand the crypto space, simply because it is not her main focus. Regarding the environmental issue, comparing the energy required for Bitcoin mining to the energy required to mine gold, you can clearly see that the first is a fraction of the latter. It's an infamous comparison in favor of Bitcoin. She also reports what an FBI agent told her. According to him, Bitcoin is the best thing that happened to the FBI because they have tons of cryptographers who are able to break codes and figure out illicit activities, and they have been able to track and arrest many criminals following the transaction through their wallets. Bitcoin blockchain is so transparent based on IP tracking and IP pattern recognition that it becomes a useful tool against crime. Talking about Bitcoin, she admits it is speculative, but we can see trillions of dollars in use cases. So it's very important to be supportive of those who are evolving this ecosystem and think about ways to help the community, such as developers, to secure the blockchain tech. Regarding the time of 10 minutes for a transaction, well, it could seem a lot compared to smart contracts-based blockchain, but you have to consider that it is a compromise because of the higher security of Bitcoin. The high fees for single transactions are nothing if you compare them with the ones of the traditional banking system. Cathie makes few consideration on inflation and that the monetary policies throughout the world is going to ignite inflation. I think there are two major deflationary forces involving in the global economy and that these are going to be in a dueling match with each other. Good versus bad deflation. Good deflation has to do with technologically enabled innovation. It's deflationary by nature, it rides down cost curves and production times. So the industry gains efficiency and productivity at the same time. Take as an example the electric vehicle space. ARK analysts found out that deflation rate is 20% for every cumulative doubling in the number of units produced. We are at 2.2 million units EVs right now, and it's not going to take long to double these numbers. In DNA sequencing space, it's a 40% for every cumulative doubling, and we are at a very low base there as well. In DNA sequencing space, it's a 40% for every cumulative doubling, and we are at a very low base there as well. But those low bases are going to move up pretty quickly. And according to our forecast, EV sales will move from 2.2 million to 40 million, almost a 20-fold increase in the next 5 years. And sales will only begin to impact economic statistics at the scale in the next few years. We conclude this video with Cathie's warning about what she defines as disruptive innovation. She says that it is going to cause creative destruction in the traditional world order. Robotics, AI, blockchain, DNA sequencing, and these are going to converge. Autonomous vehicles are going to be robots, energy storage will be electric, and AI will be everywhere. It's a combinatorial, multiplicative, compounding effect. Think about this as if they were waves crashing in the ocean, and think about companies as ships navigating. There will be some ships that get elevated, but others that go deep. The energy liberated in the crashes will be revolutionary at the base of the entire world, and this is what she defines the powerful good deflationary forces. So when combined, they produce a movement forward. On the other hand, bad deflationary forces are associated to what just mentioned. The disintermediation and the disruption to the traditional world order is going to put a lot of companies at risk. Companies that were thinking that nothing would ever change. Financial services, internal combustion engine, automobile, rails, and all the suppliers around. Ray Dalio, Jeff Gundlach, and Howard Marks have warned many times the investors, retail investors, on this bad deflation. So we can conclude that these two forces will be very powerful and will have huge effect in the next few years. And with that said, here we are at the end of the video. A huge thanks to everyone. Please subscribe to the channel to show us your support and hit the like button to let us know if you like the content. See you in the next video. Bye!